Hey guys.
No warming up.
We're back. Go Ham Radio. It's your girl, Fancy Nits. And we got what's your name? G Star.
Oh snap.
Tonight's topic is boundaries. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Boundaries in your relationship. Do you set boundaries right off the back? The question that we have tonight is, should your partner be able to confront your family member or any family member about an issue that they have? I don't think they can see you. That's how kids, they're fighting. Okay, so again, tonight's topic is boundaries. Hey, Tori. Boundaries in a relationship. So the question we said was, if your significant other and a family member, should your family member or your significant other be able to confront each other? I'm saying that wrong a little. So yes, the question is, should your partner or significant other be able to confront your family member in a sense of boundaries? I personally feel like if there's like an issue, or like if your family, your partner feels a certain kind of way towards your family member, they should tell you first, so that you could filter it out to where like there's no, like, the families, I guess, in a sense, don't butt heads. But we can just wait until we get a little bit more followers.
So wait. So talking about boundaries tonight, should you or your other be allowed to, or should there be boundaries on your relationship, not a relationship, whatever, situationship, whatever it is, in regards to what? Family? Is that what we're...
Right. The first part of tonight, there's going to be like 3 parts.
So first part, should the other person be allowed to confront, right?
Right.
Your family member if there is an issue, whether you're in a relationship, situationship, marriage, whatever the case may be.
Again, tonight's is boundaries. You want me to pull it up?
Nah, sure.
Boundaries. Should there be boundaries when it comes to your partner and your family? Basically, that's it. So, for example, if your family member is doing something, because that's your family, you're already used to that, but your significant other feels a certain kind of way and they want to say something to that family member, do you feel like there's boundaries? Like, no, know your place, and in a sense of like, say it to me first so then I could filter it out to my family member. What are you guys' thoughts? What do you think? Hey, Lizette. So tonight's topic is boundaries. Should there be boundaries when it comes to family and your partner? Hey, Ashley. Tonight's discussion is boundaries when it comes, there's like 3 parts, but we broke it up to 3 parts. So the first part is family and your partner. Should there be boundaries when it comes to your family member and your partners? Like, if there's an issue, should your partner be able to press or confront your family members? I personally feel that they should filter it first. You're looking at me. I feel you're looking at me.
I'm listening to you.
Hey, Miss Lalimar.
You feel that?
I feel that if there's an issue, it could make the families butt heads, and then that's like tension within your relationship, tension within your family. So, right, I agree. It is kind of touchy. I just feel like, tell me first, and then I can filter it, because people could take what you're saying totally the wrong way, and things could go left, and you could just approach them a little differently, and people are defensive, so they could just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? So that's just my point. What's your point on it?
So me personally, I feel like if you are in a relationship as far as boyfriend and girlfriend, or a situationship or whatever, then yeah, you should have that boundary. You shouldn't say anything to my family, honestly. We don't know how long you're gonna be around. Yeah, they may know you a little, but they don't know you like that. Now, once you get to a marriage and you're married to that person, in my opinion, now I feel like that boundary is open. Now I should be able to confront your family members and everything, because now I made an honest woman out of you. We're married. Now we're one union. You have my last name, hopefully, and everything like that. So now I should be able to confront them, because if they're doing something that, even if it doesn't harm my household, but it was something done towards you, you represent me and I represent you now. So why shouldn't I be able to confront them? I have to filter it through you, and you're never going to say it the way I want you to say it.
Right, but that's why that's when things could get crazy, because the way you might say it to them, it might be like, might be hot. So they might be like, what? And then that just caused unnecessary tension, where I could say it in a more calm way, because I know my family more than you would know my family, because I've been around them longer, even though, yes, we're married, but they might, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just some tension that might be. So it's just like, what? And then it's just like, nobody needs that headache. Nobody needs that headache. Ashley says, Lizette says touchy. Miss Cheryl says, I agree. Ashley says there absolutely should be, come to me and I'll confront my family.
Why? If we're married, why do I have to come to you?
Hey, Court.
I don't understand that, Ashley. If I have to come to you for you to talk to your family, we're married, we're one.
Yeah, so, but if we're one, but say if you know your family and I know me, right? So what if I'm getting hot and I press them and I'm hot already, and then it's just like who you talking to? No, who you talking
to?
All
right,
and then just get
but
crazy,
look, you're
right?
you're getting it out there. You're putting it out in the open. They're gonna have to get to know you one way or another if you're married, right? They should know you. They should know me, right? So I have to sit up there, and even though I'm angry, right? That's okay for you, for me to be angry, right? But not for them to be angry. That's a slap in your other's face.
No, it's just like, no, you could be angry. Both parties could be angry, but in order to keep peace within the marriage and the families, then you could just.
There should not be any. Why would that? Right? Why would that harm us as a union, or why would that harm the couple?
Because what if they said something back, or like if you press them and you guys fight, then that's hurting the person that's in the middle, right?
You're instantly going to pressing them. I'm not saying they should be pressed,
but some family members, some people's family, not just mine. Just using us as an example, but like say if it was you got with somebody that was like their family was certified crazy, and they just had temper problems, and it just went left. And then it's like, damn, like you could have just told me first and I could filter it.
But you're never going to say it the way I need you to say it. You're never going to do that. You're going to make sure it gets watered down or sugarcoated. And I don't want it to be that way. No, I want to have a conversation, especially if it's man to man. So
the topic tonight is boundaries within family for the newcomers.
So should there be boundaries? And the first part of this is, should your other, he or she, be allowed to confront your family members about an issue that, or some way that they're
Tonight is 3 parts. This one, the first part is family. Boundary. When it comes to family, the boundaries. Lizette says, I agree. Ms. Cheryl says, wait until marriage to be able to say something. Y'all family now. Tough love. Right, but
there's levels. Exactly. There's levels.
I agree, but in a sense, because like tough love, like saying in a joking matter, but if it's like real, if you dead serious about it, it's like, that means it's like a person is going to be torn in between their family and their significant other. It's like, I'm being pulled this way, I'm being pulled that way. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I can agree with you, like, yes, 100%, they're getting crazy, but I'm going to just let them know they're being crazy. Let me tell them that they're being crazy.
No, I don't want you to do that. That's not your place to me.
Hey, Edna.
So, man to man, I should be able to confront your male family members and say, look, let me talk to you for a second. And speak my mind. Say what's on my mind. Rather than me say, yo, Fance, I need you to talk to your cousin because I don't like how he did this, this, and this. Me, someone did that to me as a man, I'm like, yo, he's soft.
No.
I can't respect that man. He should have came and spoke to me man to man.
But that's where the boundaries are, like, I don't know.
Listen, think of it like this. When your daughter meets a man, right, and has a boyfriend or whatever, and he feels some type of way, to whatever it may be, right? Do you want, okay, even hand in marriage, he should come to.
He should be able to press.
He should go to her.
Not.
He should go to her.
He should tell her she could filter it. Yep.
What?
Because if she Imani has a boyfriend, he don't like something that you do and he want to press you, we jump in him. That's it.
In regards to what?
It don't matter.
Matters.
Right? In
regards to their home.
If you doing something, he like, now, like how your father doing that, like, I'm gonna press him about it.
No, see, you,
I'm a press him, we talk to him.
No, that's not the same thing. So, pressing is pressing. Pressing is me pressing you to say, yo, look, I got an issue, and we need to handle it the way I need to handle it. That's me pressing you.
A confronting.
Having a conversation.
All right, that's something different.
That's
a
totally
conversation,
different.
It depends on your tone. When you come to me, it depends on your tone. Tonight's discussion is boundaries with family and like your partner.
First part is about family. Should your family or should your other be allowed to confront your family member if they feel some type of way?
Jerry says, I feel you once we're married, we are one. He agrees with you.
That's what it is.
Lizette says, if we're married and you're really close to the family, you should be able to confront the family.
No matter what.
If the families aren't close, then run it by me so I can talk it out.
No, Miss Cheryl, would I confront a female family member? No, that's on her. Female to female had nothing to do with me. Even if I don't like what that female did, then I'm gonna talk to you and say, you know what? I don't like what homegirl was doing. She was bugging, but I can't confront her. No, I mean, I'm a male, so I think you should say something. If not, I'm just telling you how I feel. You don't have to say anything. I'm just telling you how I feel. But man to man, I should be able to confront that man. Period. And say, look, what you're doing is whatever. And yeah, okay, let's say your family's certified crazy. So I guess I'm supposed to tread lightly. I don't see that happening. But if I do, we just having a conversation. I'm not saying I'm going to go and beat him up. I just want to talk to him.
Yeah, but what if you, I don't know. I just think that there's boundaries.
Should not be boundaries on, once we're one, we're union. As far as the boundary for family, me confronting your family is out the window. Because whatever they're doing, it harms us. Not just you anymore. Mm-hmm. Now it's us. Now, if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, okay, you don't know if I'm going to be around forever. I could be gone tomorrow. Who knows? Once I do and that paper is signed, which, we already said that it changes people and, that's how we feel. Okay, but as far as boundaries, as far as me confronting your family, once we sign that piece of paper and it's official, you have my last name now. Okay.
We're one.
Yes, he's no longer hurting your family. It's our family now. So why not? Why shouldn't I be able to confront them?
It just depends on it depends on the mood and how touchy it is. Like if you're pissed off and you're already hot, then I don't think it would be a good idea. I think you should sleep on it. It's
still going to take me time to get to them. So it's not like I'm going to be pissed and when I see them, I'm just going to pop on them. That's what you making it seem like. When I see them, I'm going to snuff them.
No. People, but we're not basing it off us. We're just saying in general. Like, there are couples that are like that. Like, feel like, no, there's boundaries. Okay, Miss Cheryl says, or would you let Nancy handle it since she's the female?
Yes, exactly what I'm saying, Miss Cheryl. She has to handle that with the female. I'm saying for the male, I feel like okay, look, let me give you an example, right? Let's say most females that, their fathers were in their lives, as far as I know, right? They're daddy's little girl, right? My daughter is daddy's little girl. Like, she loves me to death. I love her to death.
Smart.
Right? So I could probably never do anything wrong in my daughter's eyes, period. Let's just, unless it's crazy, right? So she's never really going to confront me for something that I'm doing if I'm taking advantage of her household. That makes sense? So shouldn't her husband be able to say, you know what, you can't see it because that's your dad. So maybe I should have a conversation with your dad. Not saying press me, no. But we should have a conversation. Come here, let's go for a ride. I need to talk to you. Can we go grab a bite to eat? Let's chop it up. Or we go to a basketball game. I need to talk to you. Things like that. Like, but not just what Fancy is saying that we just pop on somebody. I'm not saying that. You got it like a little twisted right now. Boundaries, ladies and gentlemen, for those that just came in. talking about boundaries. Should your other, whether male, female, significant other, boyfriend and girlfriend, situation, whatever the case may be allowed to confront your family member on an issue that they have with that family member or that you may have with that family member?
Jason says, I know. Oh, okay. Okay, so there is boundaries when approaching the in-laws, and it has to be a male for you to be able to confront the in-laws.
Man to man. Agreed.
Lizette agrees with you. Lonnie says, you have to be very, very close. But if not, come to me first. If it's a female, I would definitely have her deal with it. But if it's a guy, I would say something respectfully, of course.
Yeah, you're never really trying to get crazy with your family, because your family's my family now. So I'm not gonna get crazy with them. I never want to put you in a situation where you're torn between me and your family, or you feel like you have to choose between me and your family, regardless of what it says in the Bible and everything like that about marriage. Regardless, family's family. So confronting your family, it would just be a conversation that I would feel like I need to have if I need to have it. That's it. And I don't feel like I should have to go through you, where now it may never come out the right way. 1, 2, I don't want to talk to you about it. I want to talk to them about it.
Jerry says you are a package deal. I agree with him. As a man, his approach is right.
Let's just have a conversation. That's simple.
Hey, Mish.
I just want to talk to
Sharice.
you, fam.
So tonight's topic is boundaries. Should your partner be able to be, I can't even talk. Should your partner be allowed to confront your family members about any issues? We put a poll up too to see what you guys think.
So right now it's 86%, 75% of you say yes, should be allowed to confront, and 25%, 33% now, so 67% yes, 33% no.
So Jason says, if I'm being disrespected, I'm going to give my woman a chance to correct it, and if it's not corrected, then I'm stepping in.
But Jason, let me ask you this:
hey,
your wife or lady or whatever, she's never gonna really say it the way you want to say it to me. That's how I feel. She's never really gonna get it out there.
But to keep the families together and the tension away, I mean, why not water it down? Because nobody wants tension in their family or in their marriage, because everybody wants it to be a union.
Because
right?
I'm thinking the other way around. I'm not respecting that man if he doesn't come to me. If he's going to you, then I lose respect for him as a man. You should come to me. Come to me and talk about how you feel.
Pastor
Don't
Baker
go to
said,
everybody
if
else.
I was offended by a family member, then I would confront that member. I just feel like, but if you were really upset, you would confront them? Would you not want to, I don't know, because it could just get heated, and then it's like families are broken up. Or not really families are broken up, it's just like people stop talking. People do stop talking. Like, there are families that disown other family members because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because he should have never said nothing to me?
No, it's just people are defensive and ignorant, so.
So then maybe we don't need to be around those people.
Oh, no.
That's how I feel.
Shay.
If that person or those people feel some type of way, and I'm just having a conversation with them about something that I feel that they're doing, which is that's wrong. Look, family takes advantage of family. Agreed?
Agreed.
So if you can't see it because that's your family, and I can because I'm quote unquote outside looking in, I'm gonna confront it because now it's taken away from our kids. Our household.
Pastor Vega says you can't cover up the wrong.
You can't. Exactly.
Yeah, but I can say it in a better way because I know my family.
No, you think you're gonna sugarcoat it and make it seem like it's nothing when it really is something. So how does that help us?
Family fight, so I would speak up. That's what Jerry says.
Right. It happens.
Michael says, even if I plan to confront that person, you should run it by your partner. I agree, so that they can kind of like give you the green light, like yes, you should say no, because they're gonna take it the wrong way, and then things are gonna just end bad.
Listen, I don't need your green light to speak to that man. I don't need your green light. I don't need your green light. I'm gonna run it by you just to let you know. Look, listen, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm about to do. I need to talk to this man. So tomorrow, I'm gonna go pick him up. We're gonna go out to get something to eat. That's me running it by you.
That's good.
No,
but that approach is okay to some. Like for me, that would be okay. But to others, that they might agree with that too. Now, if you're gonna be like, nah, I didn't like how he was talking to you, I'm gonna go holler at him right now, or I'm gonna go talk to him right now about that. But you're hot. It's gonna be like, wait, what are you gonna say?
Wait, whoa.
Let me know.
That's a whole
well,
different.
What if it's vice versa? What if the family member wants to say something? There's boundaries. Because I would check my family member as well.
To say something to me?
Right.
Man to man?
I would check them like, what? No.
No, yes. Let's do it.
No.
Talk, yeah, let's talk. Look, listen. Man to man, we should be able to have a conversation. It's not like we're enemies in the streets and I gotta gun you down or something. Whoa. Like,
no, but it could be vice versa. Like, say my family member, like, nah, I don't like how he's talking to you or how he treating you. But, or like, I don't like how he going about it. I don't know, just family members. I would say the same thing.
Listen, why? Let's have that conversation. He doesn't like the way, explain. Look, it's okay. Explain to me how you feel I'm talking to a certain type of way. I would want to know. I would want to know for myself. Maybe I am. Maybe I don't notice it. Why can't we have a conversation?
Pastor Baker says, that's right hand. Pink.
Shout out to you, Pastor Baker.
Pink Hostility says, I'll check my family and you check yours. If they can't respect what we have or your feelings, we will deal with them accordingly. But you're not confronting my family, period.
No, because if you're in a boyfriend, girlfriend.
It's all about respect.
It's all about levels. You can't check my family. You just got here. You just came around. You just got this spot. You didn't earn anything to confront my family in any way. Now, if you've been around for years, and I'm talking years, and we engaged to be married or we got married, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't like how so-and-so did so-and-so. All right. And you want to have a conversation with them? That's cool. Because we're going to deal with it. First of all, you're never going to. So who said that? Pink hostility?
Yeah.
So you're going to choose your man over your family? We're going to deal with them accordingly? I don't like what that man did. I feel like what he did was wrong. I want to talk to him. No, I'm going to talk to him. Okay. And then when you talk to him, he definitely doesn't respect it because you're little cuz or you little sis. Now what? We not dealing with them? Why would I put you in that situation? Why would I want to put my other in that situation and choose me over her family? No. Especially if we got married, because I'm not a guarantee.
That makes sense.
I'm not a guarantee.
If it's boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm not a guarantee.
There's no,
your family's
right.
Your family's your family, regardless of what happens. That's your family. So if you choose your boyfriend or girlfriend over your family, in my opinion, you an idiot.
That's boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, significant other.
That's different.
Marriage.
And I'm not saying choose either. Either way, you shouldn't be put in that situation.
Right, I agree. Nobody should have to choose. Jason says, if everyone is family, then you should be able to be cool and talk about it out of respect. You should run it by your other half. Right. Jerry says, but what if you are at another event and he don't speak up? Now things are going to drag on and it will be worse over time.
Meaning if your other doesn't speak up, right? So meaning if I don't speak up, exactly. So now I'm feeling awkward every time we meet with this family member or the family, and I'm just dead quiet, staying to myself because I really have something on my mind. But you said, you know what I mean? You said, run it by me. I want to talk to them first. And
just for the tension reasons. Okay, Michael says, not really about green light, but you never want your partner to be out of the loop.
Right, I agree.
Must be long-term to be comfortable with a family member. Respect.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Just dating? No, I agree. Shanae says, I've been with my BF for 12 years and I still don't with my in-laws. So, all right, Shay. So that means there's boundaries. Like, wait, okay, so answer this question. So have you like came at them in a sense? Have you like discussed or confronted them on a situation, or did you run it by your significant other, Shay?
Wait, what is she saying?
Said she's been with him for 12 years and she still don't mess with the in-laws. But have you ever confronted them?
For what reason?
Did you run it by them?
For what reason? I feel like some females don't mess with their in-laws because they feel like
they take sides.
No, yeah. Or it's like,
I mean, well,
you baby
loyalty
him.
is
you baby
loyalty
him, man.
Right
They always gonna choose your side. Yeah, that's my parents. Like,
yeah, but
those are my
wrong.
parents.
But when you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah, and they'll tell you that. That don't mean they're not gonna ride. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong, but I'm still gonna ride. Like in the house, I'm like, yo, that was stupid what you did. Outside, I don't care what anybody said. She right if she say she right. Right, that's how it's supposed to go. Right. I don't know.
So for the newcomers tonight, the topic is boundaries. Should your partner be allowed to confront your family members about any issues? Part 2, we're gonna do in about like 15 minutes. Part 2 like to boundaries. Minutes. Part 2 to boundaries. This is a really good. Part 2 is good. I'm gonna put the other question up for part 2.
You can leave it. So boundaries. We're talking about boundaries. Should your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, situation, whatever it is, be allowed to confront your family member on an issue that they feel they may have with that family member? I think people need like a lot of examples to me. So if your, I don't know, other's cousin is coming over and they constantly borrow money left and right, never give back. When you borrow, you give back. So they say borrow, but they never get back. So they really just take it, right? Just taking money. Should you, as a male, if it's a female, should the female be allowed to approach that female on that issue? Or should the male be allowed to approach that male on that issue? Or, like Fans feels, running by you and you talk to that person about it. Because remember, that's your family member. So you may never, ever see it as them stealing or taking money from you. It's just them borrowing money because they really need it. They're really hurting. I'm talking every time, though. This is like more than once.
Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to type in the...
Should you partner? You're allowed to...
Don't read it out loud.
I know, but can you...
I'm proofreading it. Oh, I wrote it over here. What is happening over here?
Be allowed to.
Okay.
To.
Oh, maybe it's... Oh, no. Okay. Let me read.
To. Oh.
Yeah, I did that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
All right. Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, let's read the comments for the other one first.
All right, but you're going to post it?
Yeah, but not yet. Chase.
You can't even see it. That's
sorry.
what I'm saying. You should just post it.
This question is for
part 2.
Part 2. So just you guys don't have to answer that. You can answer it now until part 2 comes.
Lord.
All right, let's go back. I'm sorry.
That's the last time's too far for you.
All right, let's go to Shay.
All right. What are you doing?
It says, nah, they really should stay in their place.
Who said that?
And shouldn't know all the business. I don't know who this person is.
Who should stay in their place and shouldn't know all the business? Who? Mikkel Boone. Who is they? Who are they that you're referring to?
D True says your approach is everything. Jerry says, I think parents are off limits. Shanae says yes. Hey, Ms. Ronzo.
Parents are off limits? I don't know about that one.
Parents are off limits because people could feel like you're disrespecting their parents.
Yeah, but but at the same time, you could feel like you're joking with my parent, but really getting something off your chest. And I know what you're trying to do. So you approach it on your own without running it by me. It happens. That happens. People try to say it in a joking manner, and that their other knows, like, wait, you really felt that way. So that's not really a joke.
Right. So
why shouldn't I be able to have a conversation with your parent? I'm not saying your mom, because I don't want to talk to the female in the situation. I want to talk to your dad, though, if I feel some type of way. And he should be able to talk to me if he feels some type of way. So let's say vice versa. Your parents should be allowed to bark on your other. But you can't say anything to them?
Bless you.
I'm using my phone.
Jason said they should be able to confront them if the problem is still going on after the other half stepped in.
Who should be able to confront them? The other or the child or whatever?
So for the newcomers, the topic tonight is boundaries. Should your partner be allowed to confront your family members about any issues? Jerry says off limits. That's part one. We're going to go to part two in about 7 minutes. Jerry says off limits as in disrespecting.
No one is saying that anyone should be disrespected in any way. Vince is saying that it's disrespectful in general to even confront a family member, which I totally disagree with. Like, that's crazy. Slink, what up?
Parents are off limits. They can be the biggest violators, but we gotta move as a unit. I agree.
So I cannot confront your father?
Or your mom?
What?
I mean, as a man.
I
agree, because parents are off limits. Like, at the end of the day, that's your mother. I would not want to confront your mother. So that's why I would filter it to you so that you could filter it. I would not want to press
your father. I would love to confront your father if I have to confront your father. Pressing is totally different.
If we don't move as a unit, then F it all. Kareem says, are you talking about a niece or a nephew or other kids? The first part is family members.
Kareem, you missed the first part, Slink. So the first part was, should your other be allowed to, or should there be boundaries with your other confronting your family members on an issue that they have? Second part of boundaries is, should your partner be allowed to chastise a child that isn't there, that's not there? So
if you come into a relationship and your significant or your partner has a child already, should you be able to,
children already?
Yeah, should you be able to, or are you going to allow them to chastise your child? That's part two, guys. Shanae says she's confronting everybody.
We don't want no parts with you. No smoke. We don't want no smoke with you. I don't know how you feel about that. The chastising.
I feel like, no, that's my kid. Yes. Okay, so your partner, let's say that you guys got married. And still, that's my kid. I don't care. You could like bark on them in a sense of like screaming, like, oh, that was wrong, but you cannot put no hands on my kid. No, I'm sorry. And then it depends on how you're talking to them, because if you're trying to like degrade them or belittle them, no.
So what if your child is disrespecting me on the regular? That's okay?
No, I'm gonna have a talk with my kid as well. But
it's clear that your child already doesn't respect you. Clearly.
No.
I'm saying if he or she is out of control already, it's clear that they don't respect you.
No, they could be seeing you as a threat. They could be seeing a partner as a threat, so they feel like they got to do whatever to get them out. Let's see. Kareem says it's an equal opportunity. Everyone's getting a beating.
Everyone's getting a beating?
With the parents, things go left. Who's this?
What'd I say?
Kareem says yes. Lonnie said you should be able to talk to everyone. Respect is key. Mommy says I would expect you to confront me.
About Kareem, what?
She just, period. She would expect me.
Yeah, exactly. Out of respect, right? And I
Kareem, I agree. He said I'd ask you first. Exactly. Well, this is the first part, exactly. But we'll on the second part.
So on the first part, you're saying
he would ask first, right?
Ask if I could talk to your dad.
You would filter it out like, look, I'm having this issue with your parent or your family member. So Jessica says, depends on the situation. I think I should be able to tell my hubby and he addressed it. But strike two, we both wrong, and I'm gonna address it. Understand it's hard for some people to address their families. So sometimes you gotta do shit man to man or woman to woman. But that's secondary.
See, I feel like who said that?
One. That was Jessica.
Jessica, if you wait, I feel like that's now when it gets to that point, it's at a different level. You waited and waited and waited, and now you feel like, you know what, you didn't handle it the way you're supposed to handle it. So now I'm mad. Not only am I mad at that family member, now I'm mad at you as well because you didn't handle it the way I thought you would handle it. Why would I want to wait for that? When I could just say, listen, I feel this type of way towards your big brother or whatever, and I want to talk to him about this. So we're going to go out tomorrow. We're going to handle this. You know what I mean? I'm going to handle it man to man. Not when I see him, I'm going to punch him in his face, and it's going to be no, I'm not saying all of that. I'm saying we just going to have a conversation, period. Rather than me wait and say, can you handle that for me? And then you go and handle that, and you don't do it the way it should have been done, and it's continuing. It's still going on. Why do I want to wait for that? Now I'm at a boiling point. Now I don't care what you say. I'm going that night. That's worse. That's worse to me.
All right. So Shanae says still confront that right. So you're gonna confront somebody's kid? Like, would you beat somebody else's kid? Would you allow your man to beat your son, Shay? No, because that's my son. That's not our son. That's my son. That's how I feel.
So if your son is being disrespectful to,
it's a package deal. I love you. I love your child. That's what mommy says. Hands on, butt whooping if it calls for it. That's what Kareem says. And Jessica says, the kid part depends on the relationship with the child and the time invested. A joke up. Wait. Oh, they're coming so fast. I'm sorry, guys. A yoke up, cool. A talk, cool, especially if the person is taking care of that child. Me, I'm whooping any kid in my home. Don't like it? Guess we're done. That's Jessica. Kareem says, I've never had to deal with a parent out of line. Do you know this person?
What does it matter?
I'm just asking. Chastise is cool depending. This is Leo. Chastise is cool depending on the situation, the tone of voice, and the delivery of the speech. Put your hands on a child that's not yours is a no-no, though. I agree. I'm not saying, but listen, if your child, if the person's child is getting disrespectful with you to the point where it's unbearable, what do you do? Are you continuing to talk to your other and say, listen, your child is doing this, this, and this. I don't know, can you handle it? Apparently, the child doesn't have respect for whomever's already the parent, the biological parent. Let me say that. So now what? Where do we go with this? Jason says, like I said, we move as a unit.
Just download it.
We should be on the same page. Kareem says, I like the fabulous. Shut up, Kareem.
What is that?
I like the Fabulous and Emily B situation.
No, it's just a Fancy and G situation.
No, he said, okay, like the Fabulous. And I don't know. I don't really know that situation. But you got to respect your spouse first and give them the chance to handle it. That's why.
I agree.
That's what Jessica says.
I agree.
Jason says, if we're not on the same page, then a lack of major communication.
First off, if I'm coming into a situation and I feel like the kids are out of control, I don't really see myself dealing with this lady for too long anyway. Because you can't even, take care of your household. So whatever we doing, and then I gotta go. Like I can't stick around.
Say if the baby, the female, for instance, is pregnant, and then I meet you, we get married. All right, that's your child, even though biologically that's not your child. You can, confront that child. You can test out that child. You raised that baby. Okay. But if I got a 9-year-old and you come up in here and you think you're gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, what if he's not being disrespectful and he just or she just gets out of line once or twice or has a bad day in school and you think you could go crazy? No, that's not happening. I'm sorry.
So somebody comes into a relationship, they have multiple kids, right? And they get with, let's say, male and female, right? So the male is the breadwinner in the home and they take care of the home. Is that male now allowed to chastise your kids? I'm not saying basically put hands on them or whatever, but
talk down to them,
punish them, things of that nature. Or should that be
your job as the mom?
Yeah.
Or the father?
Yeah.
Like, because there are some single dads. Shout out to y'all, to the moms, single moms, single dads. Shout out to y'all. Lonnie says, if your significant other has a child, you should be able to teach and show that child teach that child right from wrong. But if they continue to be disrespectful, let the parent handle it. I agree. Shanae says, absolutely not. Agreed. That's right, Shay.
What?
'Cause she said absolutely not. Like if you get, like her man can't chastise her kids, not their kids, but her kids. For the, Chrissy says, I mean, for me, it depends on the situation. Jerry says, I grew up with a big family, so yes, family should be. They ask, if not, a outsider put hands, no. Chrissy says, but for the most part, no. But if anybody being disrespectful to me, I'm setting. She's setting it straight. That's Shanae. Lizette says, definitely not. I will handle my kid exactly, but also depends on the relationship between the child and the partner and how long y'all been together. Right. Like I said, like if she's pregnant and you enter this relationship with her, then you raise this child. This is your child. This is our child. No,
my scenario was coming into it. Coming into it, you have.
Hey, Sonia. Sonia says, right.
8, 9. I don't know. You have a couple teenagers, whatever the case.
Leo said it's me, Pitzham.
I figured that. It's what's up, man. I figured that. Once I looked again, I figured that.
D True said time counts. You're not just checking, none of mine.
Listen, man. I get the hands.
I mean, you could call. Like we got people that we have a number now that for the Facebook users that you guys could call in, Shay. I don't really know how you could join in because I don't know how to let people join in. I don't really know how to do that. But if you know how, you could join in. You can, call in and give us your opinion.
Listen, I'm not saying the whole put your hands on somebody's child. I'm just saying for a disrespect. If it's out of control, fellas, back me up on this. If you come into a situation and you see that household is out of control with that female, are you sticking around? Like, are you looking to make this house a home? But if
you love her,
listen,
that sounds
because I know
if you love her, then you can coach her to help her get him straight. In a sense, you're not chastising him, but you can teach her, like, look, you gotta be a little bit more stern. This is what you should do. You know what I'm saying? If you want me, I can help you, but I won't go as hard as you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you approach the situation.
I'm out.
Sonia says, I feel that if you're in a relationship with that person, I would not let him touch my kids. But if they disrespect me and he sees that, I think that they should sit the child down and talk to them about the situation. Mimi says no. Lizette says coming into it, no. I deal with my kids.
Right. I agree. So therefore, fellas, back me up. Are you sticking around in that relationship or making that an actual relationship from your situationship after you see what's going on in that household? Me, I'm out. I'm not sticking around for that because you're gonna put me in a situation. I feel like I'm gonna want to break this kid up because they're crazy disrespectful. I see how they get with you, and I see there's no change in that. So therefore, why would I want to stick around for that? No matter how much I feel for you, I may have to go. I don't see myself.
Leo says I might have to follow an uppercut, the roundhouse kick for the kid. Kareem says if the kid is out of control, he's beating him up. No,
see that?
You're not putting your hands on my child. That's not what we're doing here. No. Now, if they're a baby and you raise that child, then by all means, because you're the parent. But if you're just coming into here and I got a 10-year-old and you know what I'm saying? It's that's boundaries right there.
So
you need to know the boundaries.
So for my fellas,
kid.
So for Caesar, Leo, and Slink, for you too. Why stick around if you feel like you might have to get to that point where you may have to put hands
Jason
and feet
in here
on somebody?
too, and Jerry.
I'm saying fellas in general. If you know that somewhere down the line you may feel like, you know what, I'm gonna have to put these paws on them.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? I gotta put the paws on them. Why stick around for that? I'm leaving. I'm done. I can't do this.
Jason
I love you, baby, but I gotta go.
Jason says, "Not Gary. Growth is everything. Don't quit so early. Exert yourself as an adult figure, but first, your other half ain't. If he or she let you go, let you get disrespected.
I gotta go. Listen, I have to go. I understand. You want to grow. We trying to make this thing work. Your child is 8th grade going into 9th grade. Crazy, disrespectful. I'm out. That age bracket is crazy, and I see it's not gonna get any better. So therefore, I'm gonna see you when I see you. You know what I mean? Like we could kick it but I gotta go pick my moms up from work. So
That's terrible.
So I gotta
But
feel.
what? See, in some sense, like females won't let you meet their kids until they're all the way feeling you. But all right, that's another.
That's
topic.
not. Yeah.
But
That's not even
Jerry
true.
says I feel him because that's how it's been.
Well,
He feels you, in a sense, like I'm out of here.
yeah,
But your kids are disrespectful.
yeah. It's been. They're already set in their ways. They are at an age where I don't see them really changing that. And especially if it's a male, especially he feel like he's the man of the house. You won. You got it, little homie. I'm gonna see you when I see you.
No. Because maybe he's used to men coming in and out. How can you stick around to show him the right way?
First of all, if there's men coming in and out, I don't know what I'm doing here.
You know what
Because I don't want to be a part of that party anyway. I don't want to be a part of that party anyway.
Kareem says if it's a little girl, I have to talk to them very sternly, but it's gonna be hard after a while.
Right. I agree with a
That's
little girl.
not what I said. What did you say? What you mean? What? Kareem?
He's bugging.
I said, you said beating him up. That's what you said. I'm not saying those curse words. Because it's not happening every day, G.
It may not. It may not. I don't care. Once I get a whiff of it, like I'm in the house and I'm sitting on the couch and I see what's going on, I'm like, hold up. Shorty is disrespectful. I mean, I may just be there for the night. And then
No. What if you're already in, like, you're already in and you love her?
But I didn't know it was like that in the house.
Right.
That changed everything.
You're going to still leave?
Yeah, I might have to go.
Maybe you can help him. You don't see the potential in a kid? Like,
Before,
help him. Don't chastise, just help
That's
him.
the problem. I don't want anybody chastising mine, so I don't want to have to chastise anyone else's. So therefore, before it gets to that point, I have to go. Like, if you still want to kick it, we can kick it. We can meet at the movie theater or whatever. But I'm not coming to your house no more because little man is bugging. That's how I feel. So
Chrissy says, I've been in my kid's life for 9 years. But again, stepkid.
Mhm.
But again, I wouldn't unless they crossed the line. And I will let the other parent know. I think it's worse when a kid tells their parent. Because then things go all the way
tells
left.
their parent what?
Like, tells their mom that their step-parent, you know what I'm saying, did this. That just takes it to a whole nother level because it's war. It's war.
That's what I'm saying. So, nope. I got to leave before we get to that point. I can't.
Jessica said kids are impressionable. You may be able to change the child. Look at Melvin and Jody.
It took
and
a lot.
Baby Boy.
It took a lot for that.
Good example. But he was a grown
There's
man.
a grown man. It took a lot for that.
But he needed that. He needed
he needed to move out. That's totally different. That 8th grader going into the 9th grade, they not moving out. You know what I mean? They not moving with Yvette. It's not happening. So therefore, listen, man, I might have to go. I don't know if I don't know if I'm ready to put up or deal with that disrespect. For this relationship. Like, it's getting crazy too. I don't know.
We don't have Facebook because the IG texting him takes long. Well, use your fingers, okay, Kareem?
Yo, don't blame. Whatever, man.
Aaron is laughing at you. He said at the little man bugging.
Yeah, he bugging. I can't deal with this. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to. Now, I understand you come with the package, baby. I get it. I like you a lot. You know what I mean? I really thought we could make something happen, but the way I'm set up and your kids are set up, it's not going to work out for us. So
you're right. Chastise and discipline are two different things. We said chastise.
Yes.
Can your significant other chastise?
Disciplining is one thing. I'm all for the disciplining. Yo, don't do that. I don't think you should do that. It's not a good idea. Think about that before you do it. That's different. But you still have some parents that'll feel like don't say nothing to my kids at all.
Yeah, no.
Just saying.
I mean,
just saying.
But
and then what about you?
But should you approach? Okay, this is another question. If you have that partner, right? Should you say, run it by me first, and then I can let you know if it's the appropriate way to talk to my kid?
Why is everything has to be?
Because I'm the mother. What you mean? What do you mean? I'm the mother.
I gotta run.
You're the father. If you met a girl, a woman that came in, you got 2 kids. She felt like, oh no, your daughter too grown. I want to. Your son too disrespectful. I want to do this. Want to do that.
She gotta go.
She got to run it by you.
No, she gotta go.
But what if you guys in it? I agree. She gotta go.
She
but if
has
you already,
to go.
Oh, yeah,
There's no conversation.
Yeah.
She has to go. She has to go.
But what if your daughter or your son is being disrespectful to her? and she wants to be like, no, I'm tired of it, I want to say something, she got to run it by you first. Because what if she just goes and barks on them, chastising them, discipline them, everything, and not cross and run it by you first?
Oh no, there's a problem.
Exactly. So like
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Because you just said why everything got to be ran through a person.
I
That's
get
the
what
same.
you're saying, but I'm saying it. So maybe I'm wrong. It's a little different for me, I feel, when it comes to
your kids.
No,
because that's exactly what it sounds like.
When it's the young boy, the young boy is different.
No.
The young girl, all right.
A boy is a boy, and he could be just a troubled kid, and then you, this good man, or this, you know what I'm saying?
But
Come
he
along,
already,
and he needs that guidance.
Look, the young boy already feels like he's the man of the house. See the
Yeah,
difference? The girl is not
way.
feeling like she's the woman of the house because you're there.
Yeah, but she.
Right? You're there. The young boy is feeling like, yo, I'm the man of the house. No one's coming in and telling me what to do. All right, I'm not trying to. I'm really just here for your mother. You know what I mean?
That's what,
but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Here we go. I got to be here. You got to be here. Let's make this work.
Jerry says, well, to me, it tells me she can't control her own kids. Like, whose house is this?
Right.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Exactly. Jerry, I feel you 100%.
Yes, Corinne Watkins.
Tires screeching.
Ready to be a special guest. I know.
Tires screeching, Jerry. I'm gone.
Facebook. I don't.
Right?
Facebook needs to jump on Instagram.
I'm
you
out.
can get like a call.
I'm out.
I'm trying to get guests too.
Young boy is bugging right now.
We can have call-ins though. We got a number. Let me give y'all the number. What's the number?
Back.
We got like a Google.
All the way in the back.
Then you should have said it.
Back.
We got a Google number. It's 347. Is that the
line? Yeah, 494-0007.
Again.
347-494-007. Oh, 0007.
Call in and give us your thoughts. And
so right now, let's look at the poll. We're talking about boundaries. The first part we did already. We're talking about the second part. Should your partner be allowed to chastise a child that's not theirs? Right now, it's 65% yes, 35% no. So 65% say yes, your partner should be allowed to chastise the child if it's not theirs, and 35% say no. All you 65% is
lying.
Give us your. I want to hear why you feel like it's okay.
So call
for your
in
partner.
347-494-0007. Kareem says, I wouldn't chastise another person's child, but discipline another one's child. While you're there, I'll have to throw a couple of looks. What? Couple of looks, a couple of haha, you crazy.
So you mean from the rip? Sling?
Then I'm going nuts.
From the beginning,
like you said,
you're trying to discipline that kid from the beginning. Let's say you've been kicking it with homegirl for a while. You come into the house and you meet the young boy for the first time, but you see he's bugging, like he's on some other stuff. You disciplining him right then and there, or you looking at her like, whoa, what's going on over there?
Mommy says absolutely, she'll get the chastise. Jessica says, Dara says it depends on the situation.
What situation? You can't say it depends on the situation, Dara, not elaborate. Elaborate, please, for us.
So for the newcomers, should your partner be allowed to chastise a kid that's not theirs? Jessica says, I got 2 stepkids and they getting treated just how my kids get treated. And if their mamas don't like it.
Oh, no. See, no.
Ha ha ha.
Nope.
But if the dad don't like it, he can leave me. My son, my husband have a great relationship.
How long has your son and your husband, how long has your husband been in your son's life?
Let's see. I spectate on his discipline. I pull his coattail when I don't agree with him. I pull him to the side, and times I want to ragtag his kids. I address him first. Right, I agree.
You all live in the same household too? In the same house?
But I'm checking things verbally off the rip. I'm typing fast, so yeah, okay.
You checking things off the rip?
What's up, O?
You're married. I think marriage is different when it comes to boundaries. This is what I said in part 1. Once you make that bond and you have that union, it's a different ball game now. It's totally different.
Oh, the phone number is 347-494-0007.
You don't have to call that number.
494-0007.
347-494-0007.
Again, the question is, should your partner be allowed to chastise a kid that's not theirs?
Don't we have 3 parts?
Not mine.
right?
Yes. The other part is like a friend. Like if you get a new girlfriend.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
get
I
into
bet.
that. Let's get into that. Excuse me. What you doing?
Oh, can I type the phone number? I'm just gonna type the phone number right here. All right. Questions.
Who is that?
Yeah, this Sling. All right, we got a caller, guys. All right, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Hello. Don't be corny. Hello.
Voice and everything.
Yo,
Oh, it's so quick.
you're wrong, Mr. Watkins.
I'm gonna give you guys the telephone number right now.
Good afternoon, everyone.
347.
Good night. Good evening.
494.
Where the hell's the remote?
All right, come on, don't call us with.
Yo, you calling us and you talking about everything else but what we talking about right now.
Okay, you ready, guys? So you saying now?
We said what we said. You want to call in, so you want to voice your opinion. So what's up?
Okay. All right. So my opinion is all right. So I left the. You guys ready?
Go. We're listening.
You're
to
live.
you
You're
live
live.
right now.
So
Go.
I'm hearing myself in the background. That's why. Okay. So all right. So when
We
it
don't hear the
comes to-
echo.
See, I'm hearing everything, so I'm hearing two things at the same time, thinking that you guys still talking to me, but it's behind already.
It's your phone. I don't hear your echo.
Oh, that's why, because I'm also watching you guys as well. Sorry, I'm coming up. Okay, I'm here now. I'm ready. All right.
All right.
Go ahead. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear everything that's going on in the house right now.
Just close the door. All right. So now, when it comes to the chastising part, there was a couple of different ideas I had to start from the beginning or go to earlier on when I said like the Emily B and Fabulous situation, because Fabulous had a problem with Emily B's pops or whatever, because Emily, I think because Fab put his hands on Emily B, and her pops like came to her rescue, right?
No, we were definitely not talking about. That's totally different from what we were saying. That's totally different. You put your.
I came in at the end.
No,
the end of it.
the first part was should your other or significant other or situationship or whatever be allowed to confront your family member if they feel some type of way about something.
This thing's getting on my nerves.
That was the first part.
Okay.
So, not in regards to them putting their hand, like the male or female putting their hands. That all bets are off. You put your hands on somebody. I don't even play with that. But
This is terrible.
Yeah, I've never been in a situation like that, and I hope to never be in a situation like that, so I wouldn't know. To comment on that is like when me and Octavia spoke, it was like, hey, she said basically what she said is that if her mom got on the line and I felt uncomfortable with something her mother said, and I said, hey, I felt uncomfortable about that, like I was able to voice my opinion, tactfully. And her mother then called her like, yo, I said something Kareem didn't like it. She's like, well, that's how he felt, So and I was like, yeah. And I said, well, if my mom said something to you that was off key and I wasn't there, and she said, first of all, she said, me and your mother both grown enough and woman enough to, be able to voice our opinions or speak to each other. I was like, yeah, but sometimes, somebody could say something that somebody else might not be feeling.
That's what
fans
say.
Just have to speak it out.
That's what
speak
fans
with each
say.
other,
So you missed when we were saying I feel like man to man, like okay, let's say Octavia's dad, right, or whatever, said something, and you felt some type of way about it. You then told Octavia, listen, I feel what your dad said was kind of crazy, and I really want to confront him about it. So tomorrow I'm gonna call him, or tomorrow I'm gonna go get him. We're gonna chop it up or whatever. Man to man, I feel like that's a-okay. But as far as her mom,
you're speaking, you're not like, oh, what the fuck?
Nah, even if you are, you still just saying tomorrow I want to deal with it. So tomorrow's gonna be different type of time. You're gonna be on a different type of time.
Yeah. The anger's gonna have.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different type of time. But I'm saying now, if it's her mom, then yeah, you should let her deal with that because it's female to female. I don't want to deal with Fancy's mom. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's her mom. Like I'm not gonna confront her mother. But her dad, I feel like I should.
I posted the number, guys.
I should be able to.
I posted it.
You feel what I'm saying? I should be able to confront him man to man. Male to male, I should be able to talk to him.
Now the kids now.
Yes.
All right. So now, like I said, and I mentioned it a couple times. All right. So when it comes to chastising and
Part
discipline and
2.
stuff like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now that's your kid. So me and you are together, and that's your kid. And no, like there's a difference in age limits, like I said, and sexes also. Because now it's like, all right, you got a little boy, and your little boy is rude as hell. So little Tay Tay is the king of the house.
Little Tay Rock.
All right, little Junebug,
right?
All right, get to the point, Kareem.
I'm gonna get to it. You can't be coming.
Come on, we got other callers here. You taking up all their time.
So when it comes to the little boy, like you said, G, I agreed with you. If the kid is in 8th grade and he's crazy disrespectful, he's not trying to hear nothing I say. I guess it depends on how many times or how long you've been around that kid. Because if like Nancy said, and his men coming in and out that crib, just like you said, I agree. What am I even doing there? Boom. Period. Because clearly he has no structure. He won't have no structure because there's always a dude running in and out of the house, and he already thinks he's the man in the house, so ain't nobody taking that spot.
Yeah,
exactly. And they ain't gonna say nothing to you about it.
Exactly.
When it comes to a little girl now,
what if the mother does say stuff? Like, what if she does and she just can't control him and he needs that one? He just might need guidance. Like, there's children. No, it's not. It's never, ever too late. Jessica said baby boy.
It might be too
That's a movie.
All right, so some of the comments says,
because again, it might be
depending on how long the partner has been around the child. We're listening.
It might be too late. It might not be, depending on how long you've been around.
Jessica's calling in Africa.
And also, what kind of relationship? Well, both could just be a knockdown, and you just there, you just bumped into the son being there. Or, are y'all hearing me? Are you listening?
Yes, we hear you, son.
Okay, and how what plans you have?
Get it out.
With the relationship.
Got you.
Other than that.
Thanks for calling in. We appreciate you.
Yes, my last thing, the kids being rude. Sorry, guys. The kids being rude, and the mommy said, like I said, I'll give a couple of nudge, like, ha, you crazy. But you get out of line, I'm gonna have to pull up on him. Like, yo, what's your problem, kid? I'm gonna talk to him some kind of how.
See, I'm not getting to that point, man. I don't want to deal with that, and I don't want to have no cops get involved in none of that, and have to deal with no crazy baby fathers and all. No, I'm good. But yo, I'm gonna get back to this. Thanks for calling.
So Gerard says, depending on how long the partner has been around the kid. So we said, from the like, if I'm pregnant and then you come in, you raise that child, so you're the father. So yeah, you can chastise, you can discipline, but if you come in,
the father.
and the kid is 10 years old, that's what we're saying. Jessica, you could call in now. It takes time in a relationship with an adult and a child. I agree. So that's what we're saying. Like, it takes time. Like, kids need to see that you're going to be around for a while, or need to see that you're not a threat. Like, if you're coming in off the back trying to discipline me because you know my mother told you I'm hard-headed or I'm a tough kid to deal with, and you just come off the back like, yeah, I can handle him. Actually, you know what? You're not.
Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Wait.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Right.
Jessica, what's going on? How you doing?
Hi, guys. This is a great topic.
Thank you.
And I love you guys' energy, but I just want to say for the first part, right, about the family members, I agree with both of you. Definitely understand where Nancy is coming from, because I have in-laws that I don't particularly care for. So when situations first occur, I'm going to go to my husband and I'm going to say, hey, listen, this and that. And the third took place. I'm not okay with it. You need to address it. Now, after he addresses it, or if he chooses not to address it, whatever happens after that, then that's on him for not addressing it, because I brought it to his attention, and I shouldn't have to cross over him, and his family should have never crossed over him to address me about anything. So secondary, I'm going to address it, and I've had a situation like that with his mother. Now, what I won't do, which I don't agree with G, is I'm not going to do nothing one-on-one. Like, I'm not going to go get his mother, his sister, his father, and be like, yo, let me holler at you because you did something I don't like. No, I'm going to address everything in front of him, because people like to change stories around, and that could cause a potential bigger issue within your marriage, to be like, you said what to my dad? Like, how did you say that? Did you threaten him? So I'm not going to do any one-on-one. I'm going to say, babe, I already addressed this to you. I felt like, nothing has changed. This is what's going on. to his mother or his sister or his father, like, this is what you did, this is what I'm not okay with, I'm not having it, you're not addressing me that way, I don't want to have to address this to you again, because the next time it's going to escalate, because at the end of the day, I understand that you're his mother or his father, but understand that's what you are, his family. So to me, yes, I'm married in, we're two adults, and you need to treat me as such and respect me as such. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I agree. So when I say that I'm going to confront the male in the situation or whatever, it's not me saying forget what you think, or I'm not even going to say anything to you. I'm just going to confront him. No, I'm going to explain to her and say, listen, this what he did and how he said this, I didn't necessarily agree with at that point in time. So I just want to let you know that I'm going to have a conversation with him about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but now what happens if he goes back to Nancy and he be like, Nancy, man came to get me and I thought that we were gonna just talk and he threatened to punch me in my mouth.
no, see that depends on you have to know who you're dealing with. I'm saying for me, because there probably are some people like that that'll tell you one thing and then when they meet that person, it's a different type of energy. No, how I'm saying it right now is how I would say it to that man. Like, listen.
Right, but what if he goes back to Nancy because Nancy might be a daddy's girl, or he knows how to get her riled up, or he knows how to play victim to her.
Right.
He feels like, you know, Nancy.
Yeah, but Nancy
He was gonna talk to me, but I took it like this, that, and the third. So she knows both of y'all, but now she wasn't there, so she shouldn't have to be forced to pick between her husband and her father or her brother to be like, you're not telling the truth. I gotta cut you off, or he feels a certain type of way. That's why I just wouldn't do it one-on-one. I would be like, you know what, boo? I feel away. Let's go. We're going over there, so she could be right there to witness what's going on. Like, I asked you to address it, you didn't, and now this is how I feel. Because when you have one-on-one interactions with people, trust and believe that you might have been married to Nancy for 10 years, but her father knows her, and he knows how to get underneath her skin. You understand what I'm saying?
I totally understand, and I what half of me says what you're saying makes sense, and the other half doesn't because people tend to. But look, think about it like this. People tend to act a certain way when other people are around. So I would not want to put Nancy in that predicament where she's there. Now I feel like she has to not really has to choose, but she feels she has to choose. And if her father or whomever, but look, if the male feels like, you know what, I'm not gonna let you, and I'm not even talking crazy, I'm just having a conversation with them. But they take it that way only because someone else is there. Opposed to them being one-on-one where it's like, you don't have to front for nobody. It's just you and I here. Just be who you are. Now Nancy's then is like, you know what, I can't let you talk to me like this in front of my daughter or in front of my niece or in front of my sister. So now you feel, now I'm forced to feel like, wait, hold up. Now I gotta handle myself. I have to defend myself now. But that I don't want to do that either.
I mean, I'm just playing devil's advocate because I'm just saying if you went one-on-one, if you had a calm conversation, but then he comes back and says, you know, Nancy, I spoke to G the other day and he shoved me or he said this, that, and third to me. Like,
right.
Like, I'm just saying because I went through it with my mother-in-law where, you know, she was talking crazy to me and I giggled and said her clearly at one of her comments being smart and she went back and said I was disrespectful. So she didn't break down what the situation was. She just caught my sarcasm and tried to say I was disrespectful. So moving forward, I'm like, oh, you know what? I see what time it is. After I had to get through my man's head that that's his mother and I clearly really don't give a fuck, but I do, but I don't. From then on out, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm the queen of this castle, and in the Bible it tells you that you cleave to your wife. So all of that playing victim and wanting somebody to tiptoe around you, not cool. So from then on out, any interaction that we had, I made sure that there was a third party there, and he had to catch her in the act of her talking crazy. Without her knowing that he was around, and they caught the story coming back to him for him to be like, wow, that's crazy.
So basically,
a lot of people in their mind understand that in-laws see you as Nancy is his daughter, so you're his son if you decide to come into the family, and they're gonna treat you as such. And Nancy might be laid back, and you might be like, I am man, and this is not what we do.
Right.
So basically, you're saying that you should have a witness. Someone should be there. You need a third party.
No, I think that you and your wife, y'all are one, and y'all know each other, and y'all need to have a conversation on what's the best route for you to address it that doesn't emasculate you and make you feel like you're not being you.
I agree.
But she definitely needs to be there to have an understanding that, listen, this is my husband, this is me. And how you may conduct yourself with me and how you may talk to me because you raised me, you can't pull that on him. You need to, check yourself.
Right.
So, but moving on to the children thing, this is a
tough topic.
It is a very tough topic. Now, my husband has been around. My son is going on 11. My husband has been around my son since he was about 4. I think his 5th birthday is like the next month. So we're gonna say since he was 5. Now we have had a splitting moment where he was like split for like 18 months, but he was still around. But again, since about 5 years old, he's been around this spouse. Okay.
Okay.
Now we all in the house. We got visitation with the other kids and everything, part time and stuff. So every week we switch out and all of that stuff. But this is the thing, when you come over here, it's not going to be a party and, oh, you're special because you don't live here. We're not doing that. If you act up, you're going to get addressed like everyone else. However, I'm not going to be quick to put my hands on somebody else's kid.
Right.
But I will do if it's necessary. But I also feel like I said when I was writing in my post, my husband disciplines my son. He checks him. Sometimes he gets heated. He yells at him. I spectate. I try not to intervene because at the end of the day, you can't expect to be with somebody and want them to be a mother figure or a father figure. So you got to be a family and then not let them address your kid at all.
Right.
So I spectate, and when I feel like it's too much, I let him finish, and I pull his coattail, and I pull him to the side, and I say, you ain't have to do this again. Oh, I didn't agree with that. And then he checks himself or addresses himself. Sometimes he might apologize, or he don't. Next time he goes about it differently. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
very good.
The same with his kid. He has a daughter and a son, so I have both genders. And if you're doing something off the rip, I'm gonna address it. Like, now, if I'm upset where I feel like I want to punch the kid's head off, that's a conversation I'm gonna have with him. So, should he do A, B, and C? The rag tag I ass, but and sometimes he goes to follow up, but I also feel like you can't always, I understand you're like, Nancy, I'm the mother, but he can't always keep coming to you because then there won't be no respect between him and that child. So he has to be able to address it on his own and for you to back him as well.
Right, I agree, but I'm saying in the sense of, say if the kid is like 10 years old, 5 years old, yes, you're raising that kid. At 10, it's like they're halfway at 20, so it's like 10. Yeah, you can discipline, but chastise is different. I feel like at 10 years old, you just coming in here, or even if my kid is 14 years old, you coming in here and you think you're gonna chastise him. Yes, you could discipline him and, we could tag team him, you know what I'm saying, in that sense. But when it comes to chastising, let me just handle that part. And no, I won't do it in front of the kid because then I don't want them to lose that respect.
Yeah, but then I guess I understand what you're saying at the same time, but if the tables was turned and there was a daughter coming at you reckless, would you be like, I'm only going to talk to her when it comes to chastising how I'm allowed father to handle it?
Yes.
Let's pay attention to how fathers treat their daughters, though, and how mothers treat their sons. So at the end of the day, we might think that we got at our kid, and we ain't get at shit because our kid knows us.
Right, that part, right.
So at the end of the day, when we don't allow the person to jump in and chastise the kid, after a while, I'm not saying 3 months, 6 months, not even a year, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying after a few years of being around, if we don't allow them to get to that point, it's going to be, once they get grown, they're going to be going neck and neck at it anyway. Like, you're not my pot, you ain't never touched me before, you ain't never, like, get out my face. So there has to be some type of, like my son, I don't even hit him. But do he get threatened? Do we both threaten him? Of course. I'm not going to tell him, don't threaten and knock his head off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, I don't know if it probably actually happened. I don't know how. I don't react to it, but I'm just saying. I feel like once you decide to be with somebody, you take everything that comes with them, and you can't cut off certain aspects. Like, oh, you could talk to my kid, but don't touch them.
Right. You have really good points tonight. Thanks for calling. Call in again.
No problem.
Good night. All right, guys. So that was Jessica's opinion on it, and
what about the third part?
Jason says the discipline thing and standards should be established in the beginning.
Between the two.
You turned that. Okay, so now we had a third part. The third part is say if you, when it comes to boundaries,
Are you
if you get
putting
a
it on
new,
there?
yeah, when you, I'm gonna put the question
All
up
right, say
too.
it.
But when, like, say if you get a new girl and she comes in, she's new to your circle.
Or a new man.
All right, you want to finish? I'll do this.
Mm.
Yeah, do it.
Say you get a new partner or whatever the case may be, and they come into the situation or the relationship, situationship, whatever the case may be, and now they they've been kicking it with you for a little bit, but they never really was formally introduced to your friends, your circle, your, I don't know, cousins or whatever the case may be. But upon meeting them now, they feel like they're in because they're with you, so they feel like they could talk to them the way you would talk to them. Is that allowed in your relationship or in your situationship or whatever? Or should your new friend or whatever know that there's boundaries? You should not approach or talk to my friends the way I do because you don't know them. You're new to this whole situation, this new circle.
Should your new girl?
I don't know. Me personally, I feel like if I don't necessarily know your new girlfriend or whatever or boyfriend, then yeah, I mean we could speak hi bye, I could get to know them, but upon that first conversation, I don't think that they should feel as if they have the same bond that we have. I don't know them. Like they're not you.
So give an example. What do you mean? So that the viewers can get a better understanding.
So, let's say I meet Fans for the first time. We you know,
Bring
I've
me
been
around
dealing
his
with her.
friends.
I've been dealing with her for like a month. I bring her around my friends. We have a cookout or something, right? A barbecue, whatever. I bring all kids' birthday party. I bring her around, and upon meeting them, Fans is talking to my friends as if she's known them forever. Not to say she shouldn't have a conversation with them, but there's certain things that's said and jokes that me and my friends have or we say, but Fance now knows because maybe I've been pillow talking, which people shouldn't do, but I was old. Right, to each his own. But now she feels that she's been privy to this information, so she meets them and she says certain things about them. Is that allowed? Is that cool? Did you put the question on?
No, because I can't really word it right, so you can type that. Okay, so my opinion on it is, okay, your new shorty come through with your friends, and y'all having a discussion, and she just chimes in like, just too comfortable. He or she is just too comfortable, and it's just like everybody in the circle just looking like you knew. Are they allowed to? Okay, so it's your new boundaries. Do you tell her boundaries? Like when you first meet her, the boundary is like, all right, so when you meet my friends, do you say like don't let them know, or don't come at them a certain way because they get like this or they're like that, or like I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying. Say it.
Right. Do you set boundaries with your new to be like, don't be too comfortable around my friends? That's what I'm trying to say. Is it okay for your new boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever, to be too comfortable around your friends?
What do you mean by too comfortable? Because you're making it seem like my friends are sleazeballs or something. Like,
no, comfortable.
Don't be too comfortable around your friends.
Meaning like, don't be too comfortable, like, yo, like just being able to talk outside your mouth to them.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, so should there be a limit on what you say?
Because your friends are considered your family at the same time.
Right, but some people don't view it that way, so they'll approach your friends a little differently. Or, so me, I feel like it's.
You finished it?
Yeah, I think so. It's I'm approaching my man on that situation because why does your female think that she knows me well enough to talk to me this way, and I'm just meeting her? So my issue is with you, not with her, because that's something that you're gonna have to deal with her after I deal with you about that. So, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just my take on that question as far as boundaries. So yeah, there should be boundaries. Upon meeting my friends, I'm limiting, not even limiting.
I said nah, never. Jessica says, hell no. Respect levels are different for everyone. My friend may not knock my head off for calling her. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm losing it. For calling her out her name, but she may want to take your head off for it. Boundaries are super important, and pillow talk should be left at home. Significant others should know that.
Facts.
I agree.
I totally agree. Who said that?
Jessica.
Good point, Jessica. I totally agree. But you have some people that don't. They feel like they could come into the situation thinking that.
But that's because your friend made them feel that comfortable.
So that's why I said I'm approaching my friend. I'm not really. My beef is not necessarily with
your
the
friend,
female
right,
or
the
male, like the other. My beef is not with them. My beef is with the person who I know. Because one, you feel comfortable telling her whatever, and okay, I understand it may happen. You might pillow talk, but before you get out that car at that cookout, you should let them know, yo, look, don't say this to that person. This person is like this. This person is like that, because you don't want to hear certain things. Like, I mean, that's just how I view it. Like, I don't know. Like, for instance, like...
Mama said, stay in your lane. You don't have a membership card yet. You might not last.
Yes. Amen. Amen. You may not be here for too long, so don't act like you're going to be here forever.
So slow your roll.
Right? Show me your Sam's card. Show me your Sam's card before you come up in this cookout. I need to see that.
I agree.
I don't know.
Because some people get too comfortable after, like, a few barbecues.
First kiss.
No. After a few barbecues, they feel like, all right, I'm in. We cool.
I could talk to them the way you talk to them, and that's not the case. Like, and how long do you put if your friend didn't set the boundaries or whatever on their new girl, boy, whatever, how long before you feel you should confront them? How many interactions with this person before you feel like, you know what, enough is enough, I gotta say something? Because I look at it like the three strike rule. 3 strikes you out. After the 3rd strike, you know what? Next time that person says something, I'm gonna have to address it. And it could be me conversing with that person, but it could be a little loud and hostile. It may come off wrong, but enough is enough, because obviously no one said anything and they felt like it was okay. So how long?
Jerry
how long
says,
before?
If I'm with a woman, her friends ain't my friends because they're not loyal to you. That is the truth, Jerry.
Her friends are not your. So, but if you're around them all the time.
But still, at the end of the day, who they loyal to? Lies with me. Just like that's like your parents or your family. Who they supposed to be loyal to? You.
But
that's
I'm saying how long before it gets to the point where her friends are cool enough for you to deal with them in that manner? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Cause I don't know. It depends. Like, cause they could have been friends from diapers.
True. And I have friends like that. Bless you. But you address them a certain type of way because you've been around.
Yeah.
Since the dirt age. So
yeah,
you
but,
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you got to put your time in. And once you got to put your time in, because you should, first of all, when you first come around, you should be walking on eggshells because you're trying to fill them out because they're trying to fill you out. You shouldn't be that comfortable.
Not off the rip, I don't think.
Slow your roll before you lose your soul. 3 strikes, you're out. Absolutely.
3 strike rule. 3 strikes, you out. That's it.
Okay, so Jessica says, you got to think if the significant other is too comfortable to address my business to let that, wait, okay, I'm moving to that. And you got to think if the significant other is comfy to address my business to me that my friend told them, just imagine who else they'll tell. Definitely a violation on my friend's end to not scoop their significant other out well enough, because now our business is out in the streets because you kissing and making and telling and making me a topic. I agree.
What?
It's like she's saying it's kissing and telling, like as if her friend is telling her significant other all my business. Like they shouldn't know my business. They shouldn't know. If you shouldn't be pillow talking. You shouldn't allow that person to feel that comfortable to talk to me.
But that from what I was told, that's gonna happen. especially the longer the person is around, they're gonna pillow talk.
Yeah, but that is going to happen. But in the sense of they should know not to say it to the friend. Because if I'm pillow talking you, obviously I'm confiding in you. This is a secret.
Right, I'm comfortable enough with you
Right.
to not say anything to them about what we talk about. Okay. So wait, what? So you cutting them off? That's what you said?
No, I don't know. She didn't say cutting them off. Jerry says, I feel you have your life and I have mine, and we together and make each other great. Yeah, but if your significant other, if you just, well, women tend to think what their friends.
I'm saying bless you.
Oh, thank you. If you become too comfortable. Yeah, but okay, so let me put it into a different perspective. Okay, say if we chilling and your friend, we all chilling, we've been around for mad long, and my friend come in with this new boyfriend, and he's in the circle just listening to us. Hey, SB, and the significant other just listening, and then chimes in like, "Yo, y'all are crazy," because remember, or like not even remember, like, "Oh no." Just the tension, just like say if the tension gets heated and they have a disagreement, me and the friend have a disagreement and the tension gets heated. Are you gonna step in and say, nah, chill? Or you gonna just stand back and be like a weirdo and not say nothing and let these two friends get heated? Like, no, first of all, this is my friend. All right, you my boo, but you should know your place because you shouldn't be addressing my peoples like that. My peoples.
Yeah, my peoples are my peoples. My day ones are my day ones. That's that. So if you're new, I feel like I'm not gonna say you're replaceable, but you're replaceable. My friends that I've had from day one are day one. So therefore, I'm riding with them. So at the end of the day, I may have told you something, but you should not be saying anything or relaying any messages as far as to them when we get around. Like you're there to chill, enjoy the vibes, and just relax, not sit up there and be talking about, oh yeah, because I remember when he told me that you did so-and-so with so-and-so. Whoa. That's not what we're doing here. We're not doing that.
Right.
Even if I did tell you that, we're not doing that.
Jessica says, and my friends are never your friends because trust and believe when we cool, they cool with you. When we not cool, my friends saying F you. Girl code. Now I'm checking my friend. I'm not cutting them off. But if it happens numerous times, yeah, then that's not my friend. Like, you're okay with your man or your girl being bold enough to tell me what you told them about me? Nah, I agree. Jerry agrees. Hey, Stan. Love you too.
It's that fifth. What up, boy? Listen, I don't know. I just feel like
tonight's discussion was great, guys.
I'm approaching my man. Like I feel some type of way because you're telling her things that she should not know. You know what I mean? Like I don't think she should have known these things. I don't think she should come around feeling some type of way towards us because of something that we may have gone through as brothers. That has nothing to do with her. Even if she does feel some type of way, when she comes around us, she should be neutral. Like you should not be mean mugging and grilling. No, we're not doing that. I don't know. So boundaries. Should your new girlfriend, boyfriend be allowed to approach your friends the same way you approach your friends upon meeting them?
Tonight's topic was broken up into 3 parts. It was excellent, great topic. First part was, should your partner be allowed to confront your family members about any issues? The second part was, should your partner be allowed to chastise a child that's not theirs? And the third part was, should your new boyfriend/girlfriend be allowed to approach your friends the same way they do you? Or the same way you do them? It was a great topic tonight. We will see you on Friday.
9:30 sharp.
Next topic is going to be off the chain.
Oh, the chain. Oh,
Monday's topic is going to be even better.
But
like
Friday. We're talking about Friday.
Friday.
Going to Friday. So thank you guys for rocking with us tonight. We appreciate you. Hopefully you're all being safe out here in this COVID-19 season.
Thanks, Jerry.
And have a good night.
Good night, guys.